For the purpose of demonstration, I'm using this laptop. I'm using a digital pen to draw, and I'm using Photoshop to show you this demonstration. I'm using this image which most of you have chosen, and what I want to show you is how to analyze an image before you make a mark on the canvas. So you have to see the volume of the entire image first. You have to calculate these distances, these negative spaces. See these negative spaces. How do you do that is what I'm trying to show you here. I mean, try to see the image from outside to inside, not from inside to outside. And pick up the cues, like easiest distances. Like for example, it would be like to directly draw a line like this would be very difficult, but to draw this line is relatively easy compared to this line. Calculate this distance is relatively easy compared to this distance or this distance. So we will be building up this image slowly by like drawing few or marking few lines, few points and easiest points. Now one of the first thing that I will be drawing is marking this line of horizon, like my background, which is like slightly halfway mark, slightly below the halfway mark. So I'll be roughly placing this line over here. Another mark that I can make is this like this vertical line, this vertical edge, which I assume is like somewhere here. Then what I want to mark is this point over here, but now I don't know whether it's over here or it's like this here or here, I'm not sure. So instead of making a point, I will draw a line like this because I'm sure about this distance, so I'm just making a line like this. Now if like my eyes are trained to to analyze this distance more accurately, so however I will be doing this, marking this. But if for how you should go about it is use your pencil itself. Check this, see how I'm like using this as a scale. I'm seeing and keep it as like parallel to the edge, not this or this, and see if this distance from the tip to my finger, try and match, translate that same distance over here. See, I have to push the line little towards my right. So here it is. Okay, be as rough as possible and light as possible, so it's easy to clean up later. and maybe I'll cross check this also. See this, and I'll translate it here. So I have to move this little bit here. Yeah. So I got this point, I got this point over here, I got these two edges. Now I will try and draw this angle over here. Okay, so what for the angle, what I want to teach you is try to by heart these basic angles in your head. Like for example, this is this is 90 degree. Everybody knows that. I assume everybody knows this is 45 degree. So 60 degree is somewhere here, like plus 15 degree, and 30 degree is somewhere here, right? So if you divide this in 3 parts, 90 degree, like from here to here, 3 parts, this has to be same, 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90 degree. So somewhere the 15 degree is somewhere here, right? So if we can see, if we can like mentally picture what is 30 degree and what is 60 degree, okay, we know anything less than this is below 30 degree, right? So obviously now this angle, like if I draw a straight line over here, this is somewhere less than 30 degree, and it has to be somewhere around 20 degree, this thing, or maybe 15 degree. So what I'll do is I'll try and make an angle from this point and extend it to make a 15 degree angular line, right? We can cross check this later, but for now you just have to draw it this way, okay? And now after we drew it, right, we have to cross check it with this, the same tool that I'm using, that is this pencil. You guys have to use the real pencil. I'm using this, my digital pen, and you have to, so this, now if this angle, now I will use my shoulder as a compass and try and see if my angle is matching. So now you see, after making that rough line, now I know how much I need to correct my previous line. So I have to move this corner to like little down over here. Then again I will correct this. Alright. So I got this angle. Now similarly, I will try and mark this point over here, this point, center point over here. Similarly, I will try and mark this point over here. And then I will cross check my distance by using this tip over here. So this, or what I do this, yeah. Okay. Now I'll translate it over here. less accurate. Similarly, I will check this. Now once I know this, right, now here we have to use our knowledge of perspective. Now this line can never be taller, like this line can never be taller than this line. This line has to be tall, this edge has to be taller than this. You know why? Because these two lines has to go and meet to a vanishing point. So if I join this line, right, see, this is not going to meet towards vanishing point. So I know for sure, like even without looking, this line, if this line is going somewhere here, this line has to go somewhere here. So this mark, I have to push it down. It is somewhere here. Okay, because this line has to go meet the vanishing point. Now I will cross check my angle again. See this. See now this angle, and I will try and see this angle. You see this? So even without like analyzing this way, I got this angle right because I used the knowledge of perspective. So now I have got this plane fairly accurate here. Okay, now once I have done this plane, I have to go and see which other plane is easy. Is it the top plane is more easier, or this plane is more easier? So what I'll do is, I'll roughly with my naked eye, what I can analyze, I feel this edge is somewhere over here. For some reason it says this has to be a little more, but no worries, we'll check that later. Okay, and this angle right now, if this, remember this horizontal line of horizon, this line of horizon, if this line of horizon is meeting somewhere here, same line of horizon, even these two lines will also go and meet. But also remember the angle that I can see here is almost the same angle, but maybe slightly, this point is slightly above this point. I don't know right now, I'm just trying to analyze. Let's draw and remember this 30 degree, right? So this is somewhere minus 15 degree over here. So after I drew, I have to cross check it. See. Okay. Yeah, see. So I have to push this little over here. This is a better angle. Okay, and get rid of the rough earlier line. Now again use the same logic. Now if this line is going here, this line will meet the line of vanishing point, and both will be on the same line of horizon. So this has to be somewhere here. Okay, after you draw it, cross check it. So this, okay, so this almost the same. So I got this angle, but I'm still not sure whether this distance is correct or not. Okay, because if it's not correct, then the top plane will go wrong, and this will look like a cube but not same as this one. So to cross check this, we have to check this distance. See this, it's almost there. Okay, another way to cross check this is to calculate this distance over here. So it's not fitting correctly. I have to move slightly over here. See that? Now it's better. Again cross check this. And check this now. Yeah. Okay, so now you got this two planes, two correct planes. Okay, get rid of this rough line. Okay, now we have to analyze this point over here, this distance over here. Okay, so to get this distance, sometimes this will be very tough to analyze because this is, for me, because I'm drawing it this in digital, I'm struggling to get the accuracy. So maybe I will use the top distance. And I will mark it over somewhere here. Okay. Somewhere here. But better ways to just translate this angle over here. Okay, like let's draw an angle, draw a rough mark like this. Okay, and just cross check it if this is matching or not. So it's not matching, you have to push it down and draw this and erase the previous angle. Similarly, I have to get this angle over here. I'll make a mark. Now remember again, now this angle, see now this is not meeting the vanishing point. So even this is not accurate enough. This is not even like now these three lines has to meet vanishing point. So this has to go further down. Okay, in order for it to meet a vanishing point. Similarly, this line, now these three lines has to meet vanishing point. Got it? So I made a mark. Okay, now cross check it again if it is matching or not. See this? It's matching. have a rough cube here which is very accurate. What you need to do now is erase the dirty rough lines. Okay, now let's talk about this shadow. The theory of shadow is this point this point belongs to this point, this point belongs to this point, this point belongs to this point. Okay, and these lines, right, these lines are again going and meeting the same vanishing point as these edges. This line will go and meet the same vanishing point as per these edges. Okay, I'll teach you the exact construction of shadows, theory of shadows later, but for now let's use the same method to make mark. That is, we can easily get this distance over here, so we will just mark that distance over here. We know this angle, we can get this angle over here. Okay, and we'll just make a line for now. Line for now, and then see if this angle is matching or not. This angle, roughly this angle is matching. We'll see this distance over here. Okay, now we'll just make a mark, and remember this point, the point of this corner belongs to this corner. Okay, so see if it's this edge belongs to this edge, so we'll make a line, see if this goes properly. Yeah, close this angle over here. Okay, so now check this negative space. Is this correct or not? See this, we got all this negative space fairly accurate. So the knowledge that we have used is we know the rules of perspective. We have used our pencil to analyze the angles and measure the negative space, and obviously you know how to make straight lines now. So the pending is shading. So don't worry about that shading part, that I will demonstrate you later.